Hello everybody, welcome to my video. Today we are going to talk about a different topic which is we will be discussing in future as well because this is one of my key areas when I am working. I worked as operations analyst and business analyst, and then I worked in enterprise risk management. So I thought bring you a glimpse of what we have done during our work days. So I'll be sharing this experience with you. So you will be able to understand these concepts um, in simplified manner, and I'll try to relate to industrial example so that you will be able to understand it well. So first of all, today I'll be talking about importance in upstream risk management. Upstream risk management means when we are doing something, let's say when we start from the business development front, there will be risk associated with these products. When you agree upon certain date, you will have to deliver your, maybe it may be a product, it may be a service. So customers expect quality, on time delivery, and the cost to be met, so that they will be getting value for their money, right? So today's video focusing on importance in identifying risk upfront and deliver your products or services, right? In that case, we call it upstream risk management, and I'm going to use some examples from apparel industry because that is the industry that is much closer for me, and I worked in 12 years for apparel manufacturer. So I think that will be much easier for you to understand what is in that. So if I talk about the tool that I'm going to use here, this is Microsoft Whiteboard. It is free tool. If you want to access it, it has lot of features and things that you can use when you are doing education purpose videos, or maybe if you are trying to teach someone something, you can couple it with Microsoft Teams as well. So I think this is a good tool for you to use. So for the moment, I have done a quick sketch to give you an understanding on what we are going to see. So look at this. I'll call this is a timeline. So this is a timeline. So in this timeline, here we start developing our order, and this is the point that we are going to deliver our goods, right? It's apparently the garments, right? Here we get the actual order quantities and actual order in our timeline. All right. Now, when we start developing it, there are a lot of processes happening from here to here, as well as in the development. If you look at development, first we develop the method, how we stitch the garment, what are the machinery that we are going to use, and we are looking at this. So we need fabric to complete our garment, fabrics and trims like thread, buttons, likewise. So this has to be developed there, RM part. And then if there is graphics or maybe different embroideries, things like that, we will use this embellishment part. And then let's say if this garment has a wash, there may be different washers, there may be different dyeing techniques. Likewise, if there are any techniques that we are going to discuss here, right? Now, once we complete these things, and we will go into bulk production and we deliver the goods. Now, importance being discussed here. So, first of all, if we try to identify risks here, what will happen is you won't be able to deliver goods on date, and you will compromise on your quality, maybe you will make a loss because of additional processors cost additional money, right? So what we are going to do here is we will start off from here. First, we will conduct development RAs to identify what are the risks associated with this method, how we stitch, what are the operations that we are going to use, what are the machinery that we are going to use, and what are the risks associated with them. So we are trying to identify that in the beginning. And secondly, if you look at RM part, again we are looking at the RM. Is this a feasible RM to use this kind of a, let's say if it is a t-shirt, if that is a fabric that we can use for this t-shirt, we will assess our risks, right? Now we know this method and fabric can be coupled with that. But moving forward, once you start looking at this embellishment part, embellishment team work in isolation to develop these nice graphics. But we have to ensure that whether this embellishment can be done on this fabric with this method, right? So that is another way of assessing risk and how we do it. And then let's say we can complete all these three, right? And now we have done our product and it goes into washing. Wash will wash off your embellishment, the graphic part completely. Then again you will have a problem. So it is more important to understand these four elements in one place and identify all these risks with these four elements being followed correctly, because in the early stages these four teams are working in isolation. Their method people are working on their methods, fabric people are working on their fabrics or maybe trims, embellishment people are working on their most trending graphics and stuff, and wet processing people are working on, let's say it could be a tie-dye, it could be acid wash. Likewise, they are working on different options to give a customer a better product. But when the customer writes order here, development has happened, we have to ensure that we are all covered and it is smooth in the production. So at this point, we conduct another meeting and we do another risk assessment looking at all these four items are being put together and whether this is working or maybe we do a problem solving to get the correct product out. So that is one thing that we need to focus on when we are looking at the upstream risk management, because here it matters a most, because once we start bulk production, it will end up in lot of failures, because you can't do experiment in bulk production. If you start doing experiment in bulk production, it will not improve your cost, it will not improve your deliverability, efficiencies will be smashed. So you will have to face a lot of issues and finally you will fail the deliveries because of cost, quality and the on-time delivery. So you can't wait till here and you will have to take actions in these stages. So we use different techniques and we use different methods to cover up our risks and risk meetings. We use checklist, we used standard operating procedures, likewise early risk assessment processes to cover up ourselves and deliver a better product to customer. Hope you get some understanding about the upstream risk management in terms of apparel production. I will bring you more episodes relating to this, each of these techniques that we are going to do and what are the things that we have done to avoid these failures and mitigation action plans, how we do our creative problem solving process. And if you like our videos and content, do follow us, subscribe us, so we will be able to bring you better content in the future. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.